Hi, it's Stu, and I recently went back to the town where the St. Vincent de Paul has 10 books for $5, and you have to, otherwise they're individually priced. So you have to buy 10 books, which makes people a bit hoardy. But this time I actually went with the sole purpose of if I found one or two that I would keep, great. And then stuff that is either popular or in good shape to put into little free libraries because there are a lot of variant in reading tastes out there. So let's do this. You Are the Snake by Juliet Escoria is short stories. I believe there are short stories about womanhood and girlhood. And yeah, I've said my piece about short stories. I like the premise of this exploration of sort of coming of age and womanhood and girlhood. I wonder if You Are the Snake is sort of a play on Eve and the serpent. So I'm going to keep this one. This one will stay. Have read recently pretty consistently one or two short story collections per month. So I think I only have like one or two left on my shelves, and this I'm happy to put on my shelves. So the next one is Gonza Girl by Shara Della Pietra. And what it says on the back of this is that it is like Hunter S. Thompson. And so I'm going to think like unhinged drug use, maybe also an author. Let me see if I can find it. Any information about it that's not just on the sleeve, but I'm also happy with the sleeve. So bear with me, I apologize. In my search, let's see. Got it. This publication date, so it's contemporary fiction of 2015, so not so contemporary anymore. 10 years ago, and again, I think it is long after the last drink is poured and the final gunshot fired. Shara Della Pietra's novel inspired by her time with Hunter S. Thompson. Oh, okay. All right, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to keep this one. It's not very long. This time with Hunter S. Thompson is, yeah, I'm interested enough to hold on to this for a 50-cent book. So that's going to go in the needs to be shelved pile. This one I'm almost definitely going to give up. It's The Moonshiner's Daughter. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with what I think about this book. I tend to like books that look into probably the daughter learns the craft. I've read plenty of books like that I've liked, but let me give it a whoo. Okay, it's set in North Carolina in 1960 and brimming with authenticity and grit. The Moonshiner's Daughter evokes the singular life of a 16-year-old Jessie and a young woman determined to escape her family's past. It's coming of age. It's gritty. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. I do like coming of age. Historical fiction isn't super my jam, but coming of age kind of is, so I'm putting it in maybe. All right, the next book is Majestic Descending, and this gives thriller, right? And I just don't need any more thriller. It's thriller on board, or mystery on board a cruise ship. I can, people who are out there loving suspense and thrillers probably would really love this book. So I might have to just let it go for that because I have enough on that shelf right now. And again, my my intention of this was to get books to just unhaul. So this goes in the unhaul. The Silent Patient, it's a really, really well kept hardback. Let me see. The last blurb says, shocking, thought-provoking, and deeply twisted, The Silent Patient is a spellbinding psychological thriller. Oh, another thriller. You know, I don't need any more thrillers, so unless there's something that really stands out in this plot, I'm going to either keep it or trade it for something off my shelf, keep it and trade it for something off my shelf or unhaul it. Well, it got really good ratings, which doesn't necessarily mean that much to me. So I'm going to put this in the maybe and see if there's another thriller that I'm less excited about and can trade off my shelf so that I'm not just putting more things on my shelf. There's a cute little animated version of Moby Dick, and there's currently some AI commercial about a Moby Dick book club. It annoys the crap out of me, but it could mean that sort of Moby Dick is will be a book that people are talking about, and this is a young animated children's version. I believe I read something similar when I was younger. There's a little free library I'm actually going to today to a walk because I'm going on a walk in the park. It's on the way there, that has on the bottom all kids book, on the top all adult, and this will be going in that. The Girls from Corona del Mar. Hold on, as I be annoying and look it up. Okay, this is a contemporary fiction, and its publication date is 2014, so more than 10 years old. It's a fiercely beautiful debut, blazing with emotion, and about friendship and youth and the bonds challenged by loss, illness, parenthood, and distance. And it's coming of age, and man, I'm a sucker. I'm going to find a way to either trade up or just whatever. This can go on my shelf. I'm going to go on the tote so I don't just grab more. And maybe I'll read like the first chapter of this to see, or the first few pages of this to see, you know, of these three maybes, to pick which one will get shelved and which one will get let go of. So no immediate decisions there. The Red Car, this was just a little compelling hardback. It had me curious, honestly. I was not being any kind of discerning because I just was looking for things in good shape. 10 for $5 is just such a good deal that one doesn't have to be that discerning. This is a contemporary fiction. It's dry and delightful fairy tale for grown-ups, and it's about a woman's search for self-realization and models of life well lived. I guess I need an intervention. This is going to go on the maybe as well. This is definitely going on maybe, and I'm going to read. It's so small. It just feels like a good partner read. Listen, Roxane Gay is giving it a props on the back. So already it's just going on. It's just going on my shelf. Okay. All right. Like the Red Panda, don't know anything about it, just thought it was in really good shape, had a compelling cover and title, so let's look it up. All right, this is young adult. I have plenty of young adult, and I have in my mind that I need to read most, if not all of my young adult by the end of June, when, you know, these teenagers are not in high school anymore and have summer to do summer reading. And I think that's a really good time to make sure to get all or most of my young adults back out into the Little Free Library ecosystem. So I will shelve this in my young adult because it's not a very, I think there are only 9 books there, and with full intention that if I don't get to it by June, that it, and probably most, with the exception of 1 or 2, will just, even if I haven't read them, I need to let them go so that young adults have access to free summer reading in those Little Free Libraries. So yes. All right. And I guess this is the last one. It's Daughter of the Air. Oh. Yep, here we go. It's a great cover. It's a great cover. Oh, this is magic realism. I'm keeping it. I don't have very much magic realism on my shelf, and I'm really happy to find them. That, my friends, means 2 for sure on hauls, 4 maybes, and 4 keeps. Now, this is me going into it thinking, if I find 1 or 2, that's great. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the on-haul. Luckily, that my on-haul stack, also of what's been read, is very large this week. So I have plenty of contribution to Little Free Library. However, I expected more of myself, that I would be able to on-haul more of these books. So I'm just going to, you know, try to be discerning. This, I said, is probably going to get shelved on young adult, and then let go of by the time I, you know, decide that I have to have read them, or let go. And these 3, I might have to make some decisions about. For whatever reason, I think this one is the one I'm most compelled to let go of. But I maybe want to just read a little of it to see. Yeah. One day I will have the strength to just go thrift 10 books for $5, because I love doing that, and give them all away without feeling any kind of way about it. Today might not be that day, but I'm, you know, leaning in.